set sail today, rising up no delay. Hands reach out, we say, join us come what may. Waves of hope we ride, strength is found inside. Together side by side, we conquer every tide. Helping hands to cruising, every heart is choosing. Life's a sea we're losing, nothing just
This is for Fantastic Cruiser Group, Carnival Pride. We had a blast, we enjoy ourselves.
Smiles light up the night, under stars so bright. Turning
I want to
roads to
thank him and Matt.
holding on so tight. Sail with me, we'll find joy in every kind.
That we all joined ourselves together, and they are great friends of ours now. We got two brothers. And
Who are they?
Paul, Dewey, and Captain Bill.
Alright, so you guys just had your first cruise. How did you guys enjoy it? And what do you think was your favorite thing that you did?
Favorite thing that we did?
Every heart is choosing. Life's a sea we're losing. Nothing, just keep moving. Helping hands to cruising. Every heart is choosing. Life's a sea we're losing. Nothing, just keep moving.
G'day, folks.
Good day, good day, good day.
How we doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, you know what? The sun's shining. The wind is blowing. No, it's not. The sun's shining. The earth is going. And today, Australian time, is Anzac Day, Australia and New Zealand Army Corps Remembrance Day. So we remember the Australians and the New Zealanders that fought in the First World War. So happy Anzac Day.
Well, happy Anzac Day to you.
I reckon that's rather opportune. Do you know why? What's our next cruise?
The Heroes Cruise,
Oh, there we go.
and they deserve to be on it.
Correct.
So, if you know somebody who you'd like to nominate for our Heroes Cruise in 2028, send it to this lady right above us, michaelann.liaison@helpinghandsforcruising.org. Send us a brief little description of the person that you would like to nominate and why you think that they're so deserving of that cruise. And
Did you say
she will
dominate or nominate?
nominate?
She said,
Oh,
Nominate! Come on, nominate!
I was just, okay.
Let me go back in the chat real quick. We got Bruce from Ocean to Ocean Travel. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. Really glad you came on in. I understand your cruise was extremely bloody awesome. Not just good, just extremely bloody awesome.
Wasn't that the ABC? Feeling as 1, 2, 3.
Correct, exactly. You and I were headed down the same path. Next in the chat is so Bruce is busy driving and listening, which is awesome. We've got Shannon in the chat as well. She's listening and driving as well, and saying thank you for joining. Now, who's this guy here? Do you know? Have you ever heard of this guy? Daily Dose of the Bible. I have no idea who that is. No idea whatsoever. Do you reckon if we ask Kenny, he might know? G'day, Najuma. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Kenny's saying his usual stuff. Hello to everybody around. We got this person here, Chris Vitak. G'day, Chris. Welcome aboard, buddy. We'll talk more about you without you listening much shortly. We'll get there. Marjorie saying g'day to Crystal, and g'day, mate, all the way from Dubbo, Australia. How you going, Joe? Hope everything's going well for you. And look who's in the chat, the lovely young Miss Danny. Welcome aboard, young lady. I hope you got your parcel that we sent. Marjorie is saying g'day to us, so g'day back to you, Marjorie. Hey, folks, you know what? We're in here for a reason. It is the Spring Fling.
Of dreams in motion.
So what does Chris want?
You know, Chris wants us to show him the money.
The money. Yeah, give him the money. G'day, Lance and Boomer. How's Lance doing these days? Haven't heard much from him.
You know why Chris isn't currently on our platform, right?
Correct.
It's because he's too busy ripping them ribs apart that he was cooking earlier. He's probably licking each individual finger because they're very moist in his mouth. I guarantee you it.
Danny says she's lurking, and yes, she got the package. Awesome. Kenny is saying hello to everyone on our Facebook page. Chris is saying we need dollars to sponsor vets and first responders for a cruise. Did you hear what I said at the beginning, Chris? It's rather auspicious today because it is our Anzac Day.
He said not cool, Russell.
I'll get to that in a minute. Lance says, is it Lance? I don't know. Boom is telling me that Lance is fine. Or is it the other way? I never know. Not cool, Crystal. Yes, okay. Crystal, don't stuff it up again.
Oh, I know what he needs. Hold on, Chris, and I will get that for you.
All right. Very, very quickly, folks. You'll see some QR codes sitting at the top. If you're looking at what we've got up here on ours, because we're going out as part of the Down Under Cruises. If you have a look on my right-hand side, Michael Ann's right-hand side, you will see the USD. That is the Zephy for the American side of things. If you look on above Crystal's head, you'll see the AUD, the Australian amount, and that's a PayPal account. So what I'm going to say to you is this: during the weekend, Cruisathon will be running. We will not be running as a regular schedule. We will be there will be time slots. Watch out for those time slots. But when you see those time slots, you will see a Zephy code. Folks, go in, get yourself linked in on that Zephy code, and just empty your pockets.
And there's a pinned Zephy code at the top of this chat, you guys. And going forward for the upcoming people that are going to be running the shows through the rest of the evening, there is a Zephy code in everybody's chat that should be pinned at the top of their chats, that you can click that link to donate to. And we added some special features this time. We did a quarterly donation and a yearly donation as well.
That's cool.
Crystal did have to catch me mid-mouthful. And yes, the coffee is great. It is the best sip of the day because it's our morning, Anzac morning.
And I assume it's fresh and not microwaved, like some people.
Are you kidding? I do not know how to microwave my coffee. And I don't have an expensive coffee machine just to microwave. So Lance is saying, okay, the dog and I are both fine. Thank you, Lance. Thank you, Boomer. Nice to know everybody's doing well. Okay, so what have we got? What have we got up for this cruisathon?
Well, this is our kickoff party. And then next you have me for an hour. And then we are going to slide on into Mr. Kenny. And then we're going to wrap it on around to Miss Michael Ann Spoiled Mama. And then we're going to kick it down to the Down Under Cruisers. Because we like to go down under.
Yeah, oh, I like it when you talk dirty.
we have somebody in our basement.
Yeah, I know. Let me
But he's
drive
not
in.
properly dressed, so you cannot let him up.
Well, we'll see how we do. Oh, I can do. All right. We'll see how we go. Anyway, continue, please.
So tonight at 10 o'clock with the Down Under Cruisers, there's a special thing going to happen that evening. You guys want to make sure that you join in. You make sure you want to stay tuned. And if you find it a little good in your generous pockets, somebody's at the door.
I know.
Um, you want to
He
give
can
a
bloody
little to
well
help
wait.
support the great cause. But you need to stay in tune to 10 o'clock
Oh
tonight.
God.
Just
He's,
answer that door. Man,
all
he's
right.
annoying down there.
Okay. Oh, it's you. What do you want?
Oh, hey, it took you long enough to, answer the door. Come on, Sean.
Well, I was somewhere where I couldn't be. You know, I was live. I could have been in the bathroom, but I wasn't.
Well, I'm not, so it's all good.
Oh, that's okay. How were
I don't think I can
how were the
handle two of you.
ribs? How were the
Oh, I tell
ribs?
you, the ribs were great.
Awesome.
4.5 hours on the smoker, it was great.
And you didn't bring any to share.
Well, I don't see you down here,
Excuse me. We are down under, so
Wait a
don't
minute.
start your nonsense.
You mean Michael Ann over there? Because she can't go down there. She's got to go across to you.
Well,
Hey,
where I'm at, it would be down there.
Oh, okay.
You're social.
hey, Kenny was true to form.
Did someone say coffee?
Marjorie's saying good day all around. And who's this Destination Delight? Do you know?
I haven't seen that person in eons.
Any relation to Lola?
I think it's her twin.
Okay. Danny's having a giggle at us, which is nothing unusual. Marjorie's saying good day to Chris. And
Hi,
Joe
Marjorie.
is saying good day to Marjorie. Kenny is saying, did those ribs make your tongue slap your brain?
2 times.
2 times. Oh, so you only had 2 ribs, did you?
Not cool, Sean. Not cool.
Well, hey, you said 2 times. So how can it slap your brain twice? Unless you had more, in which case it would be more times.
Sean, if you would come on the right side of the planet, I would cook your ribs all the time.
Ilana, we're moving.
If that's all it takes, hell, I'll cook you steak all the time.
Hang on, hold that thought.
I mean, I can make ribs too, and I also deal with Celsius, not that other stuff.
We're moving.
Hey, I would love to have you stateside.
Yeah.
Just so I can't go, hey, Google, what time is it in Melbourne,
I know.
Australia?
Shannon, my coffee is always from Giving Bean. Thank you very much. The only coffee I get, even if I have to import it. And it was actually fun when we carried it across the border. Joe is saying he's been battling with a problematic ankle the past few days. Mate, you know what you need to do with your ankle? Strap it nice and tight. Now, for those that have asked and those that are curious, my mom did have a fall on Thursday evening, our time. She did do some severe damage to her shoulder. She dislocated it and broke the top end of the collar, the cuff that goes around the bone. She's on the mend. She came home the same day. The doctors put it back. X-rayed her and X-rayed her and X-rayed her to make sure it went back in the right spot, which it did, and so she's happy and healthy. So that's just news for you guys who are interested in my mum. For the rest of us, now, Chris, question.
Yeah.
What does it cost for us to put somebody on board a cruise?
I can tell you what, the cost range, there's a pretty wide range, but on average, the cruise fare, airfare, hotel, spending money, and everything like that is in the neighborhood of about $5,000 per person.
Okay.
So for every penny we can raise, this weekend is going to put us that many more people on a cruise ship in 2028.
Now, how many people can we currently sponsor if we were to put someone on board a cruise ship today?
About 1/3.
So, folks, we need the money. Bear in mind that every dollar we raise goes to putting people on board a cruise ship.
100%.
Board members are not taking any money out of this equation. Every dollar we raise goes to putting a person on board a cruise ship.
And considering the ones coming up are recipients are first responders and veterans, they definitely deserve to be on a cruise.
Joe, thank you.
Because they have given everything.
Yep. Joe, thank you for straightening me out. The rotator cuff, yeah, you are correct. It is the rotator cuff, part of. So, folks, we are definitely looking. Like I said, go to the Zephy code, go to the PayPal code, whichever you choose. PayPal's in Australian dollars. The Zephy is in US dollars. Whichever you feel, go in, put in a donation, because your donation will get somebody on the next cruise. Now, we hear there's another cruise being planned. We have not been requested by anybody in any video format to put up that cruise as a requirement for a recipient. So we're looking to get videos from people who want to host a cruise. We need that to happen so that the board can approve it and give that a bit of authority. And also we need you to, Mark Elaine, can you speak about how we actually get a nomination on board?
Well, it's easy. You go to helpinghandsforcruising.org. There's a link in there that you can click on, and it has a thing to fill out for. I'm hearing echoing.
Yeah, I'm hearing the echo too.
There's a place on the website to fill out to get that, or you want to email me, michaelan.liaison@helpinghandsforcruising.org, and I can give you direction as well. Send me a video nominating the person, why they deserve to be on a cruise. They can't have cruised before. You can't nominate friends, or you can't nominate family. And if you want to if you're interested in hosting a cruise, send me that too, either through the website or email me directly, and I'll give you the directions on how to do that.
So let me just clarify this. As a host, we have to put up a video, correct?
Yes.
How long does that video have to be?
Maybe 3 to 5 minutes. So just saying, tell us what ship, what's the itinerary, why you want to host a cruise, and realize there is responsibilities to go along with that too. It's just not throwing a person on the ship and going off on the, you have responsibilities towards the recipient and towards HH4C.
Crystal, do you have anything you want to add to that?
Too, even if you'd like to just host a cruise and use it as a fundraiser for HH4C by working with a TA and the cruise line itself, again, just put up a few-minute video explaining your cause and what your purpose of it is, and letting the board decide and see if it's the right fit. We're willing to help support, work, and do whatever it takes to raise certain funds for Helping Hands for Cruising, because none of it is possible without any of you guys. And think about what you're doing, whose lives you're changing: veterans, first responders, disabled veterans, somebody who is less fortunate and could never have thought about cruising before. I know, prime example, ABC Cruise just ended. The photos are coming in, the videos are coming in. You guys will see some of that coming here in the next week of different shorts, different clips, and things like that. But I can first-handedly tell you, we have spoke with our sponsor of the cruise, and he said that Miss Gabby had a phenomenal time. And in her pictures, guys, in the videos, there is not a sad face.
You may see that on the background that I've got here. There are a couple of photos spread around with Gabby on there. Have a look at them when you at leisure, and there will be, when we do our live, it'll be back up again. Have a look at those pictures, and you'll notice lots of smiles and lots of good things going on.
And if you don't believe that it's not working, go back and look at Dan's videos.
Yeah,
Listen to what Dan has to say,
yeah.
because it truly is something very special and very moving to see their reactions and to be a part of it.
Now, to add to that, the Daily Dose of the Bible, who I don't know who he is, didn't come on anything, I don't know. But Daily Dose of the Bible says it definitely, oh, it is Kenny, sorry. It's definitely a life changing experience for sure. So, yeah, it changed his life.
And it changed his life. And in two, when Kenny went on the last recipient cruise with Dan as our recipient, Kenny got to see firsthand the joy and the fun that Dan was having. And Kenny got to witness a very different first-handed experience himself. And there was a whole crew behind him making sure that everything was going off without a hiccup in line. The hours that the board members put in to make sure Kenny's X, Y, and Z and T were covered, and the claims department was already working on the claim, and everything was going good for Kenny. So if you ever come on the cruise, past recipient, future recipient, just know that Helping Hands for Cruising has your back 100%. And we are going to make sure that whatever happens, you're going to have a good time, in that if something bad was to happen, we automatically contact that TA who's in charge of your group cruise, so they can go ahead and start your claim. And that does not stop you
More
from
to the
doing what
point,
needs to be done.
more to the point, the type of people that we are, we actually do take care of you.
We do.
We may not physically be in the same location, but we're on your back. We're on your case all the time, which is a good thing, because at least you know that you're never alone.
That's right. That's right.
Having said that, the next cruise we're going to try and turn into a awesome military base.
Actually, hold on. Before we have the next cruise, isn't there a cruise coming up at the end of the year?
The Down Under's Great Barrier Reef cruise. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, the challenge I've got is this. I don't have enough people from the US coming down under for the Great Barrier Reef cruise. So we can change that. I mean, there's going to be some great celebrities going on that cruise, and you don't know who you're missing out on. One of those celebrities is none other than Sir Joe Hupp himself.
And don't you also have Raphael from Visos Travels?
Two Americans, Raphael and Eric B.
Yeah, like party on board a ship with them too. You
Oh,
don't know what
seriously,
you're missing.
seriously, seriously. I'm trying to recover from the last one, and that was 4 years ago.
We need to say, all the single ladies, go on the cruise, have fun.
Okay, talking about cruises and first time cruises, because I mean it'll be Joe's first cruise on the Great Barrier Reef. It'll be a number of people I know that are going on there. It'll be their first cruise. Here's my question: what happened on your first cruise, and how did you enjoy it?
Who are we asking that question to?
All of you. So whoever wants to go first can go first. Chris, seeing as you folded your arms, you're up.
All right. I was hoping so because our very first cruise ever, okay, we decided we're not sure this is for us. So we only took a mere 3 days and it was just such a riot. It was a very small ship that we were on, and we have not stopped cruising since.
Do you remember the ship?
It was the Royal Caribbean Majesty,
Wow.
which is no longer in service.
Did it go out of service just after you got off it?
It's because I was on it.
Uh-huh. Michael Ann?
Well, seeing as my first cruise was the inaugural Helping Hands cruise and Kenny's first cruise, I could only imagine what he was feeling because I'm looking at this ship going, oh my God, that's a big ship, and seeing the ocean and going to different Caribbean islands for the first time. I'm like, wow, and I can only imagine how much he was getting excited and experiencing all those. And I got hooked. So I've done 3 cruises so far, not a lot, but I've enjoyed every one of them.
Come on, Crystal.
Well, my first cruise was on a ship called Sovereigns of the Seas from Royal Caribbean. It was out of Port Canaveral. It was a 5-night, 4-day cruise. We went to the Bahamas. We were supposed to go to their private island, but the waters had something different planned. And we actually spent the extra day in the Bahamas. My sister got deathly sick, and she actually had a root canal that needed to be done emergency. They thought she had the Norwalk virus. Quarantined her room until we got to the Bahama Island, and they put her and her husband at the time in a hotel on the island overnight, let them go do whatever they wanted to do, and then flew them back to Orlando. They rented a brand new Mustang convertible. They came and picked us up from the port, me and my other half at the time, my dad and his other half at the time. We all drove together and we went to Tampa for the day and stayed the night. We were, like I said, in a rental. Then we had to go back to Orlando and fly back home the next day. It was an eventful trip, one I'll never forget. And then, yeah, I've been hooked on cruising ever since. And I have been on 1, 2, 3 Royal Caribbeans and 2 Carnival. No, 1 Carnival and then 1 NCL.
So for us, and Chris, I'm a bit like you. Every ship I touch goes out of service. So the first ship we went on was the Golden Princess. Funnily enough, we could meet up with the Golden Princess again under another iteration. That is, it got sold to P&O Australia. They changed the name from the Golden Princess to the Pacific Adventure. And then P&O Australia went bust and Carnival took over all the Australian ships. So now it is known as the Carnival Adventure. I know it as the Golden Princess. So, yeah, what?
Go ahead.
Yeah. So we're looking at a possibility of going on that ship at some point in time under that iteration. So there we go.
Nice, nice, nice. Guys,
That would be fun.
we have some breaking news we need to dive into really quick. Hold on.
What's that? Yep.
Good evening, America. I'm Stan Brickman, your captain of charisma, your admiral of news, and tonight we're setting sail on a majestic voyage with helping hands for cruising news. That's right, folks. This isn't just a news show. It's a lifestyle cruise for your soul. We're here to navigate the choppy waters of do-goodery, docking at ports of kindness, charity, and free shrimp buffets. Whether it's saving kittens or scoring the best deck chairs, Helping Hands for Cruising has you covered faster than you can say cannonball into a hot tub. So buckle up your life vests and join us every night for stories that lift, love, and maybe even make you cry happy tears. Not like when you lose your flip-flops at sea. I'm Stan Brickman, and this is Helping Hands for Cruising News.
Goodness me. Hang on a second. Wow, what have we done? What have I done? Yeah, I love technology only when people press the right buttons. Welcome. There we go. Ah, no, go away. I didn't ask you to be there. Are you pressing the same buttons, Crystal? It's, love it when a plan comes together. There we go. Love it when a plan comes together. There we go. Much better. I'm glad we had Sam Brickman there.
Yeah, it's always nice to hear from him when he's reporting breaking news.
Correct. Okay. What else you got to say?
Well, you guys know what to do, how to do it, and where to do it. Those Zeffy links are over there in the chat. The QR codes are on each side of Chris and Michael Ann. You know, again, money, money, money. That's what we'd like to see. We don't mind if it's $1, and we don't mind if it's hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Hey, is anybody watching Zeffy at the moment?
Nope. But hold on.
Hey, Crystal, if I can interrupt.
Go ahead.
When you gave the list of the people that we're going to help, there's one very, very, very important group that you mistakenly forgot.
Go ahead.
That would be the Gold Star families, because these are the families that their loved ones have given the ultimate sacrifice, and we want to honor them.
Let me just say, every Gold Star family, I want to personally hug and thank.
Exactly. So they are very, very well deserving, and without you guys' dollars, it's going to make that very much more difficult for us to honor them and their loved one who's given all.
Now, just very quickly in the chat, Shannon has said that her first cruise was with all of us.
Aw.
So that's cool. And Kenny's showing love everywhere around. So you've just copped it in Destination Delight.
Also, if you're donating on that USD Zephy link, you're also getting a tax deductible receipt for your income tax.
Yeah, that's right. Currently, with the Australian, we've currently got solicitors working on getting us through the Australian not-for-profit and charities commission, and that's taking its due process, which government things, but bureaucracy usually does. But we shall wait and see how that goes, and hopefully by the end of the year we will have ACNC approval, which means that, folks, we will be open for business as HH4C Australia. So that's news from that side of things.
So we'll be on two sides of the earth, the right side and the wrong.
The correct side.
The other side.
No, that would be the right side and the upside down side.
Right.
Also, if you're making donations, if some people's in places of employment do have Benevity, and Benevity will match donations quite often, or quite similar to that, and you can help us out that way.
Correct.
Yep. So the more we do, the better.
Kenny just said that he'll never forget his very first cruise on the Carnival Horizon. You know,
Oh boy.
we spent, 2 years tops prior to this cruise, mingling, getting to know each other through backstage live streams and everything, because it was during COVID,
Correct.
you know. And as we're finally coming together to meet one another, that's where I met Gary and Sharon, and that's where I met V for the very first time, and Michael Ann came on over and rode with me down there, and Amy from Amethyst Haze Adventures, and Danny from Griswold Family Vacay, and who was else? Blaine and Mallory were there from Rayleigh Creative Travels, and
Ruffy was there.
yes, and so many. Oh, and don't forget Larry from Plump Travelers.
Yeah, he was down there as well. That
You
was
know-
awesome. And Darian.
Yeah, Darian was there.
Unfortunately, we had to have a certain section of the ship blocked off for Darian because it had to be German. And no, I'm kidding.
There were even people that personally escorted Kenny all the way down, just to go to the meetup.
Yeah, and even Mr. and Mrs. the new Mr. and Mrs. Paul and Meg Vines.
Oh yes,
You know, they were there. God,
They were
there's
at the
so
meetup.
many- Matt and Kimbra.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Matt and Kimbra, that was their proposal ship.
That was it's in the wedding. Who? The wedding.
Oh, Rabbi Sach Schmimmelhauser. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. He was telling me he remembered that one.
And who was the other guy?
The other guy, Donovan.
No.
That guy.
The other guy in the wedding proposal. Your Sach Schmimmelhauser's right hand person.
Yeah. The magician.
Yeah. Him.
I can't.
Yeah,
I can't
that
remember
guy.
his name. Can't remember his name, but he was there. Apparently, he was a bit of a pain to start off with, but then he calmed down. He fixed everything up.
Hey, it's the only wedding that I had never known, and Michael Ann can vouch that the best man will fall asleep in a chair
Correct.
during a wedding.
Correct. And I have the picture.
With his Gucci smugglers on over his jeans.
You haven't seen me yet.
Yes, we have, Chris. Yes, we have.
Maybe I don't want.
We saw you on the rock and roll tribute cruise.
Oh, I have video. I think it was the glow party, and we all had pretty much of a glow on after the pub crawl.
Well, that was Crystal's fault.
My fault? How is that my fault? I
Come
will
on,
have to.
Chris. Finish off the sentence. She asked you a question.
Because we go to one of the bars and she goes, "What's your special?" And I forgot what it was, but the bartender made how many? What was there, like 7 or 8 of us in our group?
Yeah.
He pours these things up. This was the most disgusting thing I'd ever drank in my entire life. And Crystal was sitting there, "Oh, this is so great."
No, it was nasty. I will agree. Michael Ann will even agree.
Was that the Moscow
was that
Mule or the old fashioned?
Was that the
That's
first
what it
place
was.
you
No.
went to? The first bar?
No, that was like the third.
Third one was the Cape Cod at the Cavern Club. The second one was the old fashioned at the A-list bar. And the first one was the
Moscow Mule.
Mule at the Observation Lounge.
And then we got into the good drink.
I didn't mind the Cape Cod.
The martini drink.
Oh, yes.
No.
The martinis were good, but I think it was the A-list bar is the one.
The old
And that
fashioned.
was just like
Now,
that was the
now,
most disgusting thing I'd ever drank.
Crystal, I entrusted my most prized possession in your hands.
Yeah.
And what did I get? A drunk kid.
No, he had
Your
the time
fault.
of his life, Dad. The time of his life.
He
And
did.
why did he have the time of his life? Because I just kept pouring it down. And then we went up to the glow party that evening. He had one more on the deck, and that's all it wrote because I don't think he stopped dancing even when the music went off.
No, he was so much fun.
He was.
Yeah,
It was a pleasure.
he was. He had an absolute blast, and I was telling him that we were going to catch up today, and he said, "Oh, send my love." Something that you may or may not know. One of the things that's come out is he's at home. One of the things he's doing now is on the side. He's doing some dancing, like he's doing Latin American dancing, and his instructor came up to him and offered him a job as a teacher.
Good for him.
So
Wow.
he's excited about that one.
He was taking
It's
some of
all
those.
Crystal's fault.
He was taking some of those classes on the ship. Hey. He said, "Sis, just take good care of me." And I was like, "I got you."
Even Denise agrees on that drink.
Kenny says he remembers that well. That was his first cruise he remembers. Shannon saying good day to Marjorie. Guess who's just stepped in?
Denise from Bone Tide Travelers.
Yep.
Tastes like mothballs. I agree.
Me too.
Is that what it was in that one bar, the Moscow Mule?
Yes, that was that one out by Taste and Savor, wasn't it?
No,
It
that
was
was
the one inside the restaurant.
Moscow Mule was the very first one at the observation bar. The
Okay.
A-list,
Yes.
the A-list bar was the old fashioned, and that was between the two, Taste and Savor.
Okay. That's the one. The A-list bar drink was. Ugh.
They were both.
Shannon was thinking it was the whiskey bar, but no.
They were.
Shannon was in our group.
Yes,
Yep.
she was.
It was Shannon and Chris, Michael Ann, me, Roxanne,
Kelly.
Kelly. Oh my
I
God.
think
Shannon is
Dewey was
saying-
with us, wasn't he?
No, Dewey was with
Dewey
Sean.
was with us.
Oh, he
Um,
was okay.
David
We
was
had
with us.
Shannon was saying that the best one for her was the espresso martini.
hands down agree.
Oh, yeah.
I had a few more before the end of the cruise.
And to be honest, guys, I really didn't drink much this cruise.
Really?
Crystal was very well behaved.
Oh yeah, right.
Hey,
Denise, Denise, uh, we hear you're just back off the horizon, and wanted to have a chat with you, but you've given us a heads up there that Gabby had the best time. Well, thank you for helping. We we really appreciate that. Um, what did she do? She loved the dancing, she loved the swimming and the slides. Oscar might golf the slides.
oh boy.
That's what I
Yep.
heard from Chet. She couldn't keep her out of the pool, or away from the slides.
And that's amazing to hear that our recipients get to disconnect from everyday life of struggle of troubles, struggles, whatever.
Mhm.
And they can shut it all out and they can just focus on peace, tranquility, and fun. Rather it be sitting on that Lido deck overlooking the horizon at the water and the ripples, or in your cabin late at night and you pull back the curtains and you got that big beautiful porthole window and it's got the ledge in there to where you can crawl up and look out at it, or just even sitting in the observation deck like Michael and I did a few times and just really soaked it in. you
Love
know
observation.
yeah, the cruise was busy on the rock and roll cruise, but the times that we did get to do a little peace and tranquility times, I thought Michael Ann and I got a little of that. I mean, yeah, we were busy, but at times we could relax.
So Denise is saying Gabby had high fives every time they saw her, and she thought Dwayne was Santa Claus. Well, he kind of does look like Santa Claus, especially when he's wearing a kilt. Okay, I won't go there. Shannon says the whiskey bar was the nasty one.
Uh, I don't think so. Well, maybe for your was she with us?
Yeah. Wait, wasn't the one of the whiskey bars? One of them were the whiskey bars, not the one where we got the espresso martinis at.
The espresso martini was on deck 7.
That was at the
We had it in Maltings,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the Maltings, right?
but
G'day, Kenneth Bird. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here.
there was other drink there the other nights. It might have been nasty too.
Yeah, I don't know because I didn't really shy away from the.
Anything?
No, I didn't shy away from those espresso martinis, and if I wasn't drinking them, I was drinking the slushy drinks up top.
Mango
Okay.
now.
Here's the question. Here's the question, right? Enough with the alcohol. What about the food?
Oh,
To die for.
I tell you what was the name of the Cagney Steakhouse? Was honestly over the top.
Yeah.
yeah.
It
We got
really
to-
was.
We got to bless Sean and his family, Michael Ann and I, on the first night at Cagney's.
I mean, that
Well,
and teppanyaki. I'd be okay.
yeah.
That's all I could
Yeah.
have.
Yeah. No, it was good. We had the whole family on at Cagney's, and that was exciting. You don't know how important that particular cruise was from our family point of view, because our family is currently spread around the world right now. So it was a good opportunity for us to all get together.
Yeah. I go now into the kitchen and I'm like, what's there good to eat? And then I'm like, oh wait, I gotta make what's there good to eat.
Yeah. Shannon is saying that for her first cruise, she was just kind of learning the ropes. She didn't try to do much, just relax and take it all in. Her favorite thing was the monkey climbing on her head in Honduras.
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
So Shannon, let me ask you this. For a first time cruiser and this big of a cruise on the ship, what was your favorite thing to do on the ship?
Um, Kenny is saying cruise food will definitely make your tongue slap your brain. Mate, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. And the way that let me put it this way. I kind of enjoyed when we were with you on the Horizon. I kind of enjoyed that cruise a little bit more than I did the rock and roll, because on that cruise I got to see you laugh so much you almost wet your pants after laughing for 30 minutes straight.
Well,
You did.
obviously, Sean, you did not hang out with him on the rock and roll because we couldn't get him to stop laughing.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that, because when Kenny gets laughing, when he starts laughing, oh my goodness me, he brings the whole ship along with him. Shannon says she also met someone who lives in Chicago. They hung out all the time, which was good. And for her, it was the French bistro was the best meal she ever had. And Danny's just giggling.
So, let's talk about the R&R, because it's freshly for the four of us, because we didn't
Yeah.
get to go on the ABC cruise. What is
Yep.
the one thing that you all enjoyed most with working with Dan?
Oh my God, what a gentleman. Literally, what a gentleman. Um, Nothing was a challenge, and he was happy to jump in at any stage. And I can tell you, folks, if you've never had a hug from Dan, you've never had a hug. That guy is like a walking teddy bear.
Yeah, definitely a bear hug. It was like,
Shannon is
Well,
saying the casino she won $400.
Whoop, whoop.
is that all?
You shut up, you.
I
What
love
Uh,
about for you, Chris? What was your favorite experience with Dan?
with with Dan, there were many different ones. You know, we would meet in the different walkways. We would meet everywhere. When me and Kelly went to dinner, especially one night, we saw Dan sitting there by himself. He had just finished dinner. We're like, Dan, we're just getting here. Why don't you come sit with us and we can chat? And he's like, okay, great. He came over to our table. We sat down. Dan had second dinner. And then we got pictures by the Christmas tree. But anything that Dan did was just incredible. He had the time of his life.
And he got what he wanted out of that cruise too. He
He
had time
certainly
with
did.
us to enjoy all the stuff, and he had time for himself to reflect. He spent a lot of time on his balcony just looking out at the ocean.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, and
Crystal?
for me, my favorite part with Dan, there's several actually. The very first time I got to meet Dan was obviously at the pre-cruise meetup. We sat and talked for a few minutes. Then we rode with him to the gangway in the check-in for NCL. We got to sit more there because we were delayed, not by any of us, but by the Coast Guard inspecting the ships and things like that. And
G'day,
then
Scotty J.
and then my favorite part of hanging out with Dan is when we were in Grand Cayman. We became the professional bobbing club. And if you don't know what we're talking about, you should have been there and get your mind out of the gutters, people, because it's not like that.
We were not invited.
Shannon is saying she really loved how everything was included and not a bunch of surprise charges. She could have food and drinks and not keep spending. And then she said, Dan was delightful, such a sweet person.
Yeah. And since Dan has been back, I've had the pleasure of speaking with Dan quite a good handful of times. And I've made a friend. I've made a friend that lives many hours away that I can say, hey, gotta minute for a quick chat, and boom, we're chatting away, seeing how each other's doing, and just really talking with each other. And he is so grateful for everything that he was given, um, been a part of, and he's actually hoping that he can go on the Heroes Cruise as well, if God is willing. So,
So here's a bit of a heads up. You know how we say to all recipients, pay it forward?
yeah,
Well, to some extent, Dan has already put forward a recipient to me. He hasn't put it in a video just yet because the recipient has got his Aussie based.
really.
So it looks like once we get the go ahead, we could have a Aussie based recipient.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Shannon, thank you for popping in. Go and spend time with your family. Enjoy it. And don't think about us 1 second. Just have a great time with your family.
And paying it forward, Roxy, one of our recipients, was the one that nominated Dan.
Correct.
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Marjorie's saying the best aspect of any cruise for me is the spa massage treatment. I was figuring it was not only the massage treatment, Marjorie, but it was also the hugs that you got from the entire band and all the board members.
You know, that is one lady that knows how to cruise.
Oh my God. Marjorie, she's unbelievable.
She definitely enjoyed herself.
Yep.
Man, I had a great time with her. She's awesome. And I wish many more cruises with her. How are we doing, Crystal? What's going on?
We have just a few minutes before we need to wrap up this kickoff show. And we're just going to keep the live stream going because we're going to move into the Destinations Delight show. And you guys on the screen can join me, or you can drop out and go away and I can run it myself. But tune in tonight at 10 o'clock for a very special moment. And you too
It's
might
going to be
able
awesome.
to join in on the fun on the screen.
Yep, that's cool.
So,
I like it.
Crystal,
Yes.
so since you're up next,
Yep.
are we going to get a glimpse of Lola?
No. Lola is not allowed to be on an HH4C platform or in a board shirt.
We banned, unfortunately, the board banned Lola straight after the inaugural Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise.
Oh.
And,
I wasn't there.
and no offense, Lola can only come out after midnight.
It's Lucille that's the problem right now. I believe that Lucille and Lola are related by extended family. I think they're cousins. 31st, 31st cousin somewhere down there.
You never know.
But then I was going to say Crystal had taught them both everything they needed to know, which is probably why we've got them back. No, let's move on, shall we? Michael Ann's throws her hands up.
That's that one.
All right, last thing for me is really, guys, everybody who's out here, just whether it's $1, $25, $100, if you got $1 million, that's great. But for every dollar we get, that's one step closer we are to putting a recipient on the 2028 cruise. I can't tell you how important that is for people. So just reach deep into your pockets and, let's make this one of the most spectacular cruises Helping Hands has ever done.
Okay, Chris, before you head out, I want to ask just a couple of questions. And it is, like I said earlier on, it is rather opportune because right now in Australia, it is Anzac Day. Give us a heads up from a military perspective. What this cruise would do for any of the groups, whether they be Gold Star, whether they be a vet, whether they be a first responder. What effect would this cruise have on them?
My personal thought is it would be very profound. It's something they would totally respect. They would be so thankful for, because anyone in the military, not including the first responders, anyone in the military really is not shown too much respect. They really aren't. So for us to be able to do that would just send them over the moon. Now, a first responder who just gives every single day, 24 hours on, 24 hours off, they're constant. I think that would just change their lives.
We're having a bit of an issue down under. One of our most decorated military personnel who was involved in Afghanistan won the Victoria Cross, the VC, which we still give down under, is the most highly decorated military person, was recently arrested and is currently undergoing legal circumstance for supposedly misconducting himself during military service out in Afghanistan.
Oh, wow.
And when you start having that sort of stuff, I'm going to say to you, any opportunity to brighten someone's life is really second to none. Would you agree?
I would absolutely agree. You see, let's look at now. Kenny's not military, but let's look at Kenny. Okay, we put him on a cruise. I can tell you this: it changed that man's life forever.
Correct.
So think about a military person or a first responder or even a gold star whose, son, daughter, spouse gave the ultimate sacrifice. What would that do to them? It would change their lives.
Listen, Linda, how are you? Welcome aboard. Nice to have you in here. We're talking HH4C, and we're talking about putting in a couple of dollars here or there into the coffers so that we can get some people out on our group cruises. We're talking right now about the Heroes Cruise, which is happening in 2028. And we're talking about responses from people, what they think, how they feel about putting somebody in that genre on a ship and how that person would feel from that cruise. So, Chris, anything else you want to add?
All I want to say is the people that we are going to honor in 2028 are so incredibly deserving for the honor that they're going to get. And we don't know who they are yet. But every dollar is going to help get that many more on this cruise.
So, Chris, I have another question for you to kind of go along with all of this. If by some chance out here in YouTube world or Facebook world, wherever they're tuning in from, they have an organization and they would like to sponsor this event, how can they get involved that way?
The easiest way is going to be go to our website and hit the contact us area, which will bring up if I'm not mistaken, several different emails, and reach out to any one of us, and we will be able to get information and have direct contact with these people.
And Sean, for the 2028 cruise, when do you think our itinerary in the cruise ship will be coming out? So that way, when it's announced, people can go ahead and go to RTA and start booking those cabins.
So I was talking with Bruce yesterday, and what he's saying, if we look at the NCL itineraries, the itineraries are now out to April.
Okay.
So I think we've got another couple of months to hang on, and then they will take us out to the time frame that Bruce wants to look at, which is around about August, September, October, somewhere around there.
And where are you guys? Where's the board thinking about putting on this Heroes cruise at?
So the board is looking at. Well, first of all, it's going to go out of Port Canaveral, which is
Yes.
the good idea because we can get out of Miami for a bit. And then it's somewhere around about the eastern or southern Caribbean, somewhere around there. So we're looking at places like St. Thomas and St. Kitts and all those sort of areas.
Nice, very nice. Something different than what we've been to.
Correct.
Yes.
Nice, very nice.
Well, it's going to be very different to something I've been to because I've never been to any of those places. So there you go.
Me either.
Me either.
And it's going to be
I
NCL.
have.
You have, Chris?
I've been to several. I've been to the ABCs.
I want to know, can anybody spell after that? I mean, give us the alphabet after that. ABC, what comes next?
No,
Okay, shut up, Sean.
but my dream is to go to, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's St. Thomas, where I can sit on the beach at the end of the runway for the airport
Yep.
and basically touch the wheels of the airplane as they fly over. That's my dream.
What is it, Michael Ann?
St. Martin, Maho Beach.
St. Martin? Okay. So you tell Bruce to get us on St. Martin then.
So my dream cruise is St. Martin, St. Kitts, St. Thomas, St. Croix. And then my really big dream cruise is to go on a dream cruise around Fuji.
Sounds like fun.
So I have some bucket list items.
Okay.
What about the land? Just to be on a cruise.
I wanted to do the ABCs, but it won't be on the Horizon because I know the Horizon's moving to Galveston in another year. Kind of was a long cruise, but I'd be happy anywhere in the Caribbean.
Wait a minute, what's that one place that you've been to over that way? And you said you would really like to go back to that place. We pass by it all the time on cruise ships.
My cruises don't go to Cuba.
They used to.
That's a bucket list trip but I'm waiting. Gotta wait till things settle down and the Canada will fly back there because right now they're not flying there.
Yeah. So, what are some of your favorite activities to do on the cruise ship?
Besides food,
Yes.
coffee.
How was the go-karts, Sean?
Oh, the go-karts are awesome. In Bonaire, the golf carts are awesome because you actually get a chance to look around the island, have a look at. One of the best things was us seeing flamingos, and Kenny went bright red when he saw the pink flamingos, which was awesome.
That's not the only thing you saw. Oh, sorry.
I'm shutting off. I'm shutting up because we know what Kenny's like. Also, we got to see the salt flats. We got to see the salt mines, which was rather interesting. I never figured that salt was mined in that format. And then you get to see the pink lakes. I mean, there was so much that you get to see in Bonaire. And the best part for me was being able to speak Dutch to the people. Well, I was speaking Afrikaans. They were speaking Dutch, which was rather interesting in Bonaire.
You mean you didn't like playing the security guard at the girls' bathroom that you shoved Kenny in?
Oh, shut up. Shut up. That's secret. All right?
There's a great video of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Shut up. Shut up.
Chris,
Don't tell everybody.
did you get to do any of the water slides on the R&R?
You know, I was so busy, I didn't have time.
How were the hot tubs?
Sweet. But the thing is, we had to go early morning before anybody else got up. We'd walk the track, and say, "Ooh, empty hot tub." Boom, done. And then people started waking up. Yeah, so we got in early in the morning on that.
Yeah. What was your the island that we all went to? What was the very first island that you, me, Kelly got off and we went in? It was their private island. What was it?
Now you're testing my age.
Harvest Cay.
Bimini.
Is that what it was?
Harvest Key.
Harvest
Yeah.
Cay, Belize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Belize.
All right.
What was your favorite part about that place?
The beaches were so cool. And of course, the shopping, I mean, here, just because I happen to have it sitting in front of me, how about that?
Oh,
Okay.
I know, right?
That stuff is awesome. But
What's
a
that?
lot of the people that we met there were super friendly. The shuttle that they had was awesome. But yeah, I gotta say that was a lot of fun on that island.
Denise.
Oh, the butterflies! I forgot about the butterflies.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna let Michael Ann talk about the butterflies.
Why? Because I was wearing a flowered sundress, and you got a picture of one that landed right on the flower right here.
Yep.
So Kelly and you took us into the chocolate factory there, and it started a chocolate holic kick for me because Michael Ann and I at the next port went in with Kenny that day, and I got myself some more chocolate.
Oh, good Lord.
And I must have bought what was it? It was like 5 for so much money at the first port.
4 or 5 for 25 or 20, something like that.
And then what was the next one, Michael Ann?
They were the same.
Yeah, so I got 10 chocolate bars, and this is all I have left.
I only got 2. They were $8 a piece, US.
Yeah.
Crystal, I believe that you guys have got a public store where you live.
Oh, hold on, guys. I got something else. Let me go get it.
Oh.
Notice I say Publix and she runs.
Yeah, right.
Now let me just go back in the chat really quickly. Board members, we've been put under notice by Marjorie that we need to actually organise the next cruise in 2028 around the 8th of August.
Oh, wow.
So, on our wonderful cruises, Sean and Alana have this ritual that you do with them when they are present. And it's called tea time. And during the tea time, or coffee time, we get to do these lovely things called a Tim Tam Slam.
Awesome.
Now, if you've never experienced this, it is the most delicate cookie chocolate fudge that you'll ever suck on. You bite a little corner of one side, you bite a little corner of the other side, you dip it in your hot piping beverage, and you suck it up like it's in a straw.
Hey, Chris, you never guess what I found. Gluten-free Tim Tams.
You know,
Woohoo!
we actually have them here also. So
I just
maybe
found
we'll all have to do a video. Apparently they do.
Where did you find yours at, Michael Ann?
a grocery store here called Metro.
And I got mine at the Myers here in our so Michigan, Ohio have Meyer stores. And I got it in the foreign section. So
What?
Oh, I like the way you put that. The foreign
well,
section.
I don't know what they call it.
Ours are in Walmart, just amongst the cookies, but
The
I,
domesticated side of food.
I was under the impression that we are your 53rd state. Okay, shut up,
You
Sean.
could be.
I just thought you were just moving here, that's all.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, Tim Tams, folks, you ain't lived until you've done a Tim Tam Slam.
And this is our second package. Because the first package, Matt slammed them all right. He said that was the best cookie he's ever had like that.
Of course, Tim Tams are the best. Here's the main difference. In Australia, we use cane sugar. We don't use palm sugar.
Well, let's see what's in this.
Now they're both looking.
This just says sugar.
yeah, just like
Sugar.
sugar, golden syrup. But this says it's imported from Australia. We'll see. Anyway,
Yeah, made in Australia. That's what ours says, too.
G'day, Roxy. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here.
the gluten-free ones I found were even lighter than the regular Tim Tams.
Really?
So, whilst we got the chat here, who's actually been involved in a Tim Tam Slam besides the four of us? I think Shannon was one. I know Kenny just lives on Tim Tams. I know he does.
I know David did one,
Yeah,
and several members of the band.
correct. I actually have a video of Corrado and his family doing a Vegemite tasting.
Well, where's that at?
I'll have to download it.
Yeah, because we all want to see that. Who can eat that stuff?
Yeah.
He actually did it properly.
And doesn't his daughter really liked it too, didn't she?
Yeah, she loves it.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, he did it right. He didn't throw up.
No, he did it right. The way he did it was he slathered on heaps of butter and put smidgen of Vegemite on top of that, and he quite liked it. I'll have
Because
to
then all
download
he
it.
tastes is the butter.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Confession time. I've never tried it.
Me either.
Michael Ann, yeah,
You don't know what you've got to try it. You don't know what you've missed.
correct.
You really don't.
I will in
Yeah.
2028, okay?
I'd rather eat a dirty sock than eat Vegemite.
Hey, we
I
don't
will
expect you
bring
to
the
take another
dirty sock
spoonful.
just for you.
I'd rather drink beer out of Sean's shoe than eat Vegemite.
A floss.
You're on.
I'll do it for a $500 donation.
You're on. The next meetup we have, there will be a bottle of Vegemite and a bottle of beer
You have to
and
do
my
$500
shoe
to get me there.
and my shoe, and you'll have a choice.
We need a $500 donation.
I'll take the Vegemite over the other two options.
As would I. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Because there's no way you're getting me to drink this stuff.
That's not beer.
really, Michael Ann, you had to bring that up.
I will drink an old fashioned and a Moscow Mule before I drink that.
Look who just,
Hey, Jimmy, welcome aboard, buddy.
yeah, hello.
Hey, James. James was another recipient.
Yes, he is. Him and his lovely wife, Cindy. They were our third and fourth recipients, along with Scott and Amber Hicks.
On the
Yep.
Cardinal Pride.
So, folks, empty out your pockets, send a donation. We'd like to put more people like James and Cindy, like Kenny, like Roxy, like Dan, like Gabby, like Scott and Amber. We'd like to put them all on board a cruise ship, and we need your help to do it. Come on, Crystal, with your mouth full. Come on, quick, quick. You want to say something?
Amber chocolate.
I just didn't want to chew in front of everybody, so I was like, I'm like Mr. Wilson.
Yeah, somebody's got to see his face one day.
Um, so which beaches on all your cruises were your favorite?
Mm.
7 Mile.
That's a good question.
7 Mile from Grand Cayman.
Oh yeah, 7 Mile, definitely.
And for us, it was in Roatan.
Real quick, Chris has got to run. He's got something to do, but he would like to say a few words.
I just want to say, everybody, honestly, uh, this weekend is one of our biggest fundraisers of the year. The more we can bring in, the more people we can put on cruise ships, the more people's lives we can change. So please just dig deep, whether it's $1 or, as Crystal said, $500. Or I mean, for you millionaires out there, we'll take $1 million. Doesn't matter. It's all tax deductible. Everything that goes through our Zephy link is tax deductible. So just dig deep, help us out to help other people. That is our mission. We help other people. So with that, I'm going to cut out of here for right now, but I'm sure I'll be back on some of the other lives later on tonight. Especially at the one that's at like 10 o'clock tonight, my time. So I just want to say, dig deep, appreciate everything you guys do, and let's change some lives.
Woohoo!
Alrighty. Thank you, Chris. We appreciate you very much, sir.
All right. Go ahead and drop me out if you will.
Okay. He's gone. Now we can talk about him.
He's not gone yet. He's still there.
No, he's gone.
Now he's gone.
See? He's gone. Now we can talk about him.
Yep. Hey, did you see there is an interview on the back feed in the popping up?
An interview.
Yeah, it's with somebody that we both, all three of us, know very well. Here, we'll get it started. So, how did you first hear about Helping Hands for Cruising?
I kind of didn't hear about it. It kind of fell in
And that is really the big thing, I reckon. You'll never know until you're there. What a great interview. He's a real gentleman, let me say. Would you agree?
He was amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
You want to see the full interview? It's on Helping Hands channel.
Yep.
And there's actually a few interviews on there with Dan himself. One is with Michael Ann published one, I published one, and there's also one on there with all the recipients, which is a very first for all of us that have been on past cruises. It was Kenny, the very first cruise, Roxanne, and Dan, which was very nice to sit down with the three of them and talk about how HH4C has helped them.
Yep. Yep. So that's awesome. What I'm looking at is I'm really hoping that very soon we can get some video up with Gabby and Michelle in an interview after their cruise. Hopefully we can then let everybody else know what's going on. So that'll be absolutely exciting.
Yeah, I'll get that organized.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear what her smiles were and just how things went in general. You know, when you're a recipient and you're the host liaison or myself or even you, Sean, as the president, it not just turns their life, but it touches ours, knowing that we are doing such a beautiful thing for people. And this act of kindness really helps take a person from feeling sorry for themselves or depression or just going through a really rough time and not know what to do. And it uplifts them and it makes them feel like they're special for once. And they get that peace and the tranquility and the showmanship of love and support and fun, I would say. Wouldn't you guys?
Yeah, I reckon there's a couple of things going on at the same time, and that is everybody is getting some sort of motivation one way or another. But I know that from my perspective and also Ilana's perspective, when we start looking at the change of that person, what they're going through, like for example, Kenny, big smile on his face, Dan, big smile on his face, constantly, something's right.
Yeah.
And then when it changes your life, you're actually much better for it as well.
I agree. I agree. And then it's a blessing definitely to watch them smile and walk away and feel, I have a really good time.
Yep.
I love watching Roxanne too in the middle of everything. And we had a very small group. We had 9 people. So we all sat together at dinner every night. But if there was a party or whatever going on, Roxanne was right up there, and the cruise director, Felipe, was amazing. I spoke to him the first night, introduced him to Roxanne, said a little bit about Helping Hands. And every time I turned around, he was giving her something or going down the 80s party, I think it was, come down off the stage and put his arm around her, give her a kiss on the head, and went on. Yeah, like he recognized her all over the place and made her feel special.
James makes a really good comment there. He says it does change your life as it did theirs. It puts tears in your eyes.
Yeah.
And we're grateful for that. We're grateful because it's not, I don't have any altruistic reasons for putting this together. I look at it this way. For me, it was a matter of we're out there having fun. Why shouldn't other people enjoy the same fun? So come and join us. Come and have fun with us.
Right. You know, too, and back to the R&R cruise on NCL.
Mm.
At night time when things were winding down, they had like after the deck parties, some of us weren't tired. We're like, we want to keep going.
Yeah.
And you found Michael Ann, myself, Roxanne, and Kenny in the nightclub.
Why am I not surprised? Kenny
And
never slept anyway.
And you know what's funny? From the time the music starts on the upper deck to the nightclub, I don't think Roxanne stopped dancing. She had a ball, and everybody was like, look at her go. And then you see Kenny over there, and he's running his video camera, and he closed out the nightclub
Every time we went.
every night that we went on that in the nightclub. And Michael Ann and I would go first. I don't know what time Roxanne came to bed. And then Kenny went to bed after the show quit.
Is that why Marjorie complains so much?
It was definitely fun. Definitely fun.
I better shut up. All right. So, anything else we can put to this, folks? Please empty your pockets. Please.
Show me the money.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, just look in the background. There are a couple of photos up there. Just think about how those photos got there, and how they affected Gabby. Constant smile on her face.
Yep, I agree. I agree.
All right, Crystal. With that, I've got some things I need to do.
All right, I will see you in a little while. I'm
Yep.
going to keep going with Mike Land here, and then we'll end it and send it on over to Kenny. And I will see you tonight at 10 o'clock. Thanks for coming in.
No problem. Have fun, guys.
All right.
Catch you later.
He's just got to kick himself out.
I can't reach him. He's too far and under for me to kick him out.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know if he can remove himself. Yeah, there he goes.
I know nothing about EV Mux.
Well, it's funny because I'm just learning. So I set this all up this morning, and I panicked, and I'm like, it's 11:30 in the morning, our time. And I sent Sean a message. I'm like, as soon as you wake up, please, please, please send me a message. And he was like, why? What's the matter? Well, he's probably thinking, I'm thinking he's saying, why? What's the matter? I'm like, I need help with EV Box. I don't know how to really work it. But I figured it out. I did pretty good for the most part.
11:30. I was just getting up.
Yeah. I was up at like 8:30 this morning, and it was just kind of like I heard something, and I could have swore somebody was in my house because I thought I heard, hey, get up, I need to talk to you. So I woke right up. I jumped up out of bed. There was nobody there. And I was just kind of like, what's going on? So I laid there in bed. Matt had already gone to work, and I'm flipping through Facebook. Next thing you know, it's like 10:30 in the morning, and I'm like, I better get up and get my butt going. I got some things I got to get done.
And my alarm went off at 8:30, and I didn't sleep all the night before because I had my landlord stuff yesterday. That's in the past. I got up 8:30 when the alarm went off. Went to the bathroom, came back, and I'll just lay here for a few minutes, watch a video, and
Yeah.
I had all these plans in my head. I gotta get ready for my live tonight.
Yeah. So, Michael Ann, we've talked a lot about um, what we enjoy on these ships. Let's talk about our rooms, like the room that you and I stayed in. What did you like about it, but what did not like about it?
I like the bathrooms. Why am I getting messaged here? I like the bathroom, the fact that it has the acrylic door and not the shower curtain. I, I liked the little ledge. There was a little ledge above our beds, and the lights had switches on for either the little light or the big light, and they had the USB adapters in them. And it was nice and clean and everything, and we had a fantastic cabin steward.
We did.
My biggest how to say complaint was kind of a lack of storage in our room.
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest not thing I didn't like. But otherwise, it was cozy. I would say it's a little cozier than interior I've been in on Carnival, but we're only in there to sleep, shower, and change. So
Yeah. No, I I agree with you. I really, really, truly liked um how our interior cabins were kind of like tucked away in a hallway.
it was quieter that way. It
Yeah.
was a little trickier to get to because we were on deck 13 behind the medical center. So you were down, kept going down and down and down, and also there's this hallway here and it goes this way, and then we were tucked behind there. But
And two, what's funny is you and I found that there's rear elevators that we were always going to midship to use. We could have just went to the rear. But we definitely got our steps in.
definitely, I had 15. I had what was the one day I had 12,000 in by 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, we walked. That's one thing I can say. Like, so the one night I know I tried the gym.
No, thank you.
I was in the gym for 10 minutes. I ran, and I was so hot and sweaty. I knew I had to get changed into my board shirt because I had to be upstairs to help set up for the the band. And I got up to the band, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if it was the heat from sweating so bad in the gym or the heat from being outside. I felt instantly overheated, seasick. I thought I was going to pass out, and all I could think of is get to your room and get to your room fast.
Yeah,
So I ended up running down the stairs to get to our room because we were 2 flights down from the Lido deck. I remember running down the hall, got to our cabin, and our room stewardess was outside, and he goes, "Miss Crystal, are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I just need to lay down." He goes, "I'm not done in there yet." I was like, "Oh, no, no, no. I'll be like 20 minutes tops." Next thing you know, I hear housekeeping. And I'm like, I fell asleep from just being so hot. And he opened the door to check on me to make sure I was okay, because I guess his saying was, "You looked really pale." And he wanted to make sure I was alive and okay. And I was like, "Yeah, I was just overheated." And then I came right upstairs with all you guys.
Daryl was fabulous, and like third cruise in, and I think on Carnival, the two ships or cruises we went on, I maybe seen our cruise or our room steward at the beginning, but really never seen them throughout the whole cruise. And every time we turn around, Daryl was there, or in that little hallway, or he's in the main hallway. And I went and put a duck on his cart the one day, and he come back and he was all appreciative. Then we gave him a bag of chocolates at the end from Canada. He was from the Philippines.
From where?
He was from the Philippines.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And he was really, really, really nice. Really nice. So we have a special guest that's going to join us here in a few minutes. Um, give me 2 seconds. I just need to send our special guest the link. And I think you will be very happy at this special guest. I just got to know how to add him to the screen when he comes on. It shouldn't be very long. When I see him pop in the basement, he'll give me a thumbs up. So we might run over for just a few minutes, but it's a very, very, very...
Still got 18 minutes.
Yeah, like Chris said, don't forget to be here at 10 p.m. for a very special guest.
And you could come see me at 9.
That's right. Follow along, you guys. Kenny, if you want to, you can pin the playlist in the comments for all of us. So that way nobody will miss out on what's coming up next or where to follow along. And if you guys happen to miss the playlist, you can go to Helping Hands for Cruising on YouTube. And there in the playlist section, there is a playlist for the Dreams in Motion Spring Fling. And that will be added on to shortly here because I know I'm missing Sean's and I have to add Scotty J's and Nerd Herd. And then our wrap up on Sunday. So throughout the week. But yeah, no, I'm pretty excited. I can't wait to see what the Heroes Cruise is going to look like. I can't wait to, watch what goes on and meet the heroes that gave their special moments or their lives or wherever it may be, for all of us.
I can't wait to to go farther with this.
Oh, I know. I think it's going to be a really spectacular, fun time. And if those are the islands that we are going to, that Sean and Chris mentioned, I am going to be ecstatic because it's a bucket list.
I'm happy to go anywhere, to be honest.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Maybe adventure beyond a port this time because really didn't do any excursions on the last one.
Right.
We went to the beach. Going to the beach, 7 Mile Beach, and what they call a public bus in Grand Cayman, which is about the size of a passenger van,
is a minibus in the U.S.
We don't have buses that small here.
Right. You know what? I'm glad I felt protected by Dan when Dan was with us, But in my head at the same time, I'm like, I hope they don't kidnap us. Where are they taking us? How come we're driving so far away from the cruise port to go to 7 Mile Beach? I hope this is the right way. Man, I don't want to go into the bad neighborhood.
Right? I was laughing at 7 Mile Beach. Like, where are all these chickens coming from?
Every time we turned around, there was, even after we got off the ship in Miami, and you, I, Dewey, Chris, and Kelly, we spent the day in Little Havana. They were running around there too.
It's like I was looking forward to going to Miami, and because remember from the first cruise, where we were in our hotel, and me and Steve were in the one beside us. And in between those was all these little tiny lizards that were about this big that would be running around, and there was some ducks, and I was like, oh, I'd love to see those little lizards again. Nope, the only wildlife I seen in Miami were chickens and roosters.
Yep. And you know what's funny is chickens just weren't in Grand Cayman. Where else were at and they were there? Were they on Harvest K or no?
I did not see them there. The only wildlife I seen there was in that little zoo part. Um, maybe it was Honduras. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just really noticed them in Grand Cayman and then back in Miami, and I'm like, where the heck are all the chickens come from?
Yeah.
That little meme. Look at all them chickens.
Hey, but you know what? We passed by the KFC. I didn't see any standing out front. Did you?
No.
I wonder if it's a thing in Grand Cayman. They know don't go past there.
Although I was shaking my head when we got up bright and early the next morning to go to the airport to come home, and we're loading into the Uber, and like the one's standing off the side there, and all you hear, ah, ah, ah. I'm like, it's a little early. It's still dark out. No, that was a good cruise. My favorite spot on the Encore was the observation lounge.
Yeah.
It's cool to have a place where you can go and sit and watch the ocean go by, and it's like, oh, you can go over here, you can get a drink of water or coffee or juice or whatever, and at certain times of the day there was sandwiches and little snacks.
Yeah. And you know, you and I ate a lot at the buffet.
Yeah,
The buffet had a great smorgasbord, anything you wanted.
breakfast and lunch pretty much. We had
Yeah.
a buffet, and I've never gone to the buffet before, or never been impressed with buffets before, and I was like, huh. And then we did either the specialty dining or one of the dining rooms for dinner.
Yeah. I found here in our local store the naan bread. And that was the very first time I've ever seen it. Was on that ship. And since trying it, I have found it here in one of our stores, and I'm like,
I love one. I haven't found any gluten free one, but one thing I do want to get when I'm coming over in the end of July, beginning of August, I want to get some wine.
what kind of wine? Oh,
Moscato.
hold on. Hold on.
I had a Moscato on the cruise, and it's the nicest wine I've tasted in a long time. And I'm not a wine drinker because you drink some wines and they get you in the kind of back of the throat. You get that kind of. And this wine, it's a California vineyard. The funny thing is the brand is Menage a Trois, but it's got a picture I took of the label, and it's got some peach and pineapple and something else in the. And I guess you can get it in the grocery store over the river here. So
I got not one, not two, but I think 6 bottles of this the other day.
down to the bottom of it says something about peach and pineapple or something.
Um,
On the front label, I thought it was like down near the bottom was the sweet something something, and then
this is a sweet wine, but it's made from grapes and other pale yellow aromas of desserts. That's what it says.
different label there.
Yeah.
I'd have to look up the picture again, which is on my computer, so maybe pour the next. But I found it a very nice wine, and I had it. But we had it I think I had it once. I had it when we went for Cagney's.
And we had it in the Manhattan room.
We had it at the Manhattan room, and we had the whole group dinner, and that's when I took a picture of the label because I really liked it. And then I know we had the last night when you and I just went for in the other dining room, taste or savor, taste.
Yep. You know, and that's the other thing. The way their main dining rooms, you got the big one, which is the Manhattan. Then you had Taste and Savior, which is small. The way they're laid out, it wasn't like the Carnival Horizon and you got lost trying to find it. It was actually in a really good place. You could overlook the waters no matter where you sat or where they sat you. Um, it was just really something special to see and do. So I see on here that we do have so far $35 towards our total goal for this evening to start us off.
Thank you.
Thank you all so very much for your kind and wonderful donation for all of us. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. I don't know if my special guest is going to come in right now or if this special guest will come in a little later on this evening. But I have sent out a message, and I'm sure that the special guest will reach out to one of us. And we will be talking to this person shortly about coming up on one of the shows and doing a wraparound to see how, let's hear from this person because we haven't heard from this person in a very long time.
Now, I've been looking into the different other NCL ships too, and there's some interesting things out there because not all of them have a big buffet. Some of them have a smaller buffet, plus they have one called Indulge Food Hall, which
Ooh,
looks really cool. It's included. You go there and there's like different restaurant things there, and you can sit right at that restaurant thing at a lot.
you're good.
Little bar thing there, and but you can only order from that one. But if you go one of the tables, you can order something from that one and something from that one, and you order it by a little tablet on your table. So if you want to get some Indian or you want to get some whatever from, and they bring it right to your table. That's kind of cool too.
Yeah, that would be different. That definitely different. Too, there's those I was watching some of the ships and not just NCL, but a lot of them have different outdoor activities per se. Because some of their ships do Alaska and they have the observation lounge. Our surprise guest just joined us. Give this person a minute. I can't see a screen yet.
See the name.
It's not turning on. But if I can hear you, we can talk to you for just a few minutes. Yep. Sean, can you add this person to the screen? Well, guys, lo and behold, we have Mr. Dan on board with all of us.
Hello, Dan.
Hello.
Dan, we would like to know, how have you been since the trip?
I've been all right. Yeah, things have been pretty good.
Good. What is the one takeaway that you truly enjoyed?
Oh, see, I don't know. See, I was kind of on a deep mission when I went. I had a private agenda that I was dealing with, and that went very well. It was. I really liked the way I approached the cruise with no agenda.
Good, good. And how was your room?
My room was wonderful. I had a balcony room, and it was beautiful every day.
Awesome, awesome. And the last thing that I want to ask you, how were you treated for your dinners and your lunches and your breakfast?
Fantastically.
Good, good. If you can maybe give us a few seconds, and how would you describe the whole process of becoming a recipient to going through the cruise to after the cruise? How did you feel about it all?
It was a little bit challenging, but it wasn't anybody's fault because right as Bruce was trying to prepare my travel plans, the government shutdown occurred and all the airports went off. And so that made making arrangements nearly impossible until the last minute. I didn't get my travel information until about 30 hours before I was to leave. And then I had to leave on Thanksgiving Day.
Okay.
So it was a bit rough all the way around, but it wasn't anybody's fault. We couldn't do anything during the government shutdown. It was just, it almost didn't happen, but things opened up just enough where they could. But it wasn't pleasant traveling during the holiday. But that's, like I said, it's not anybody's fault. That's just how the cards were dealt, and I muddled through as best I could. I got there. I arrived in time. We spent the night in Florida. That was fantastic. Spent the evening with David. That was great. Yeah. Hardly anything was open. I recall we went across the street to a Cuban restaurant. That kind of became our office for about 18 hours. We had dinner there. We had breakfast there, and then and then we headed out later that day. So yeah. Was it all very interesting? Yeah, and it was interesting how everything just happened. But like I said, it all happened last minute.
And what did you think of the band?
The van.
The band.
Oh, the band. Oh, the band was wonderful. What a great group of guys. Yeah, I spoke with just about every one of them, I think.
You know, what was really nice is I never understood until I asked, why did you sit behind the band? And then you explained to me what you used to do in the process of everything. And then it all made sense of how you were listening for certain sounds and just kind of really soaking up the cool breeze and yet having a great time.
Yeah, well, there was a time in my life where I was a professional sound man, and I was always either in front of the band or behind the band. And so for me, it was nice to sit behind the band. It was it was reminiscent for me, and it was a very comfortable space. And I really enjoyed that, just sitting in the back. But everybody said, "Oh, come on, Dan, you want to come out front?" I said, "No, no, I kind of don't. Not really. I'd rather sit in the back and enjoy myself there."
Well, it's cooler back there.
It was cooler back. Well, it had moments of air conditioning because it was near
The
the
buffet,
garden.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was near the garden, and the doors would open, and all the air conditioning would blast right out through there. So it would be like a wind tunnel of air conditioning, and then it would stop, and then the next time the doors opened, it would be air conditioning again. Yeah, it was kind of nice, and you didn't have that effect out front.
No.
Right, right. So Dan, one more question here, and it comes from somebody that's in the chat. They said, "How did you manage to cope with Sean? What about dealing with Miss Alana?"
I didn't have to deal with Sean. Sean's a wonderful person. He likes hugs like I like hugs. Alana, she was my swimming buddy in Belize. We had a great time. I
Right.
was able to get some shells. Yeah, no, it was wonderful. I didn't have a negative. I was
I,
surprised how lack of negative I was actually experiencing. I was prepared for some negative, but I didn't really have any.
yeah, we were talking about you earlier, and I said one of my favorite moments on the ship were when you, me, Michael Ann all went to the 7 Mile Beach and we become part of the bobbing club.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
everybody that was there only knows what the bobbing club was about.
yeah,
If they didn't work there, they can use their imagination and think what they want. But the three
yeah,
of us know
yeah,
what happened.
yeah. We were bobbing.
I think Roxy got some video of the bobbing club.
Maybe.
Yeah, yeah. So, well, Dan, thank you for taking a few minutes to come up and speak with us and telling us about your little bit of an experience. We're going to have to do a catch up video with you and
Yeah.
see where you're at, what you're doing, and
Okay,
just
I'll bring
hear
some
some
mustard.
more.
We can have ketchup and mustard.
Sounds good. Well, Dan, I hope you enjoy your afternoon, evening hours over there.
Yeah, it's evening. It just turned 5 o'clock. Yep.
How's your weather? Is it storming?
No, no, it's wonderful. It's like 70 degrees, partly cloudy.
My
Beautiful.
kind of weather.
Yep.
My kind of weather. Well, thank you, Dan. Thanks for coming in and thank you for being a part of it. And I look forward to catching up with you here in the next couple of weeks.
Perfect. All right, we'll do that. We'll sync it all up.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, Dan.
All righty.
All righty, guys. There you have it. That is words from Dan, our second past recipient, because the first is Gabby now, and there was Dan. I want you guys to all know it's been a pleasure chatting with you for the last 2 hours. I look forward to seeing you some more in some upcoming areas. Don't forget to join us at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Follow that playlist. Up now, currently, is Fordman Kenneth Oaks. And then you're going to follow Kenny and go right on over to Miss Michael Ann over there for her 9 o'clock hour. And then we're going to round it out with the 10 o'clock hour with the Down Under Cruisers. Don't forget to hit those Zeffy links. Use the QR codes over here in the chat. One next to me, one above Michael Ann, and the other side above me on the other side up here is the Aussie dollar. We look forward to your donations. Every little bit helps, and every little bit goes to help support the next hero that's coming aboard our next cruise. And until then, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and we will see you all on the next one.
Bye, guys.
Hold on. Where did it go?